So that's Stage, a new way to run an entire design project, and it's live today. It's something my team and I have been working on for months, and I think the best way to show you how it works and what it's capable of is just to use it. I'm going to take a real client project and run it start to finish. Research, strategy, visual direction, flows, wireframes, all inside Stage. And keep your eyes open, I've hidden discount codes throughout the video. Okay guys, so the very first step is to go to getstage.co and you want to download the application. You have 14 days for free, link is available in the description if you want to try it out right now at the same time as I showcase to you how Stage works. Once you are on the application, this is the main dashboard, okay? This is where you can see some information about your project, your recent activity, next tasks, but most importantly, as soon as you install Stage, you want to go to integrations. This is where you can connect all your apps. The great thing is that Stage is a macOS app, which means that if you want to connect Claude or Codex, you just have to press this toggle like that and it will be connected automatically. We also have a Figma integration, Notion, and Paper, but I will show you how it works later in the video. Next, you want to create a new project. In this video, I will show you the example of a coffee company called Foxglove Coffee. It's gonna be a web design project, but inside Stage you can also work on the app design, but also web app. Then you can edit the roadmap. In our case, I want the smart setup. And boom, our project is now created. This is the main overview page where we can see all of our tasks, which are, by the way, filtered by category, as you can see over here. You can also invite your team member to work on the same project. So this is like a small project management feature, but this is not the most important. To get started, we need to click on Research. We have the project brief. Ideally, it can be a form that you send to your client and then you upload it back into Stage, because of course the more context you give to the AI, the better the output will be. And then we want to include some competitors. Boom, we can also add additional notes if we want, and we can select the AI provider that we have connected. And the best part is that you don't have to pay for extra AI credits. You use your own, whether that's for Claude or Codex. Then all I have to do is to click on Run Research and wait for a couple of minutes. Awesome, now I have the full research completed. I can see the full competitive analysis over here. I have a card view, but also a matrix view where I can see the strength and also the weaknesses of my competitors. So this information is literally gold, and we also have some UI patterns recognized in our competitors, whether that's for the onboarding, the homepage, which is the most useful for us as we want to redesign the website. So this is going to be very, very useful when creating the wireframes later in the video. And probably the best part of the research is this opportunities section, because Stage has analyzed everything, especially the competitive analysis. And based on the weaknesses and the strengths of the competitors, it has identified some opportunities. And this was done in literally 2 or 3 minutes maximum, which is a huge time saver because in the past it used to take so much time. The second step is to create the strategy document. And we can also include focus areas if we want. And we want it to be mobile optimized. And then you can add some additional direction, and if you don't have any, click on Generate Strategy. Choose again the AI provider you prefer and then click again. Okay, so now the strategy document is done. So what I recommend you to do is to take a look closely at everything which is written over here, because it will act as the foundations when we will build the designs of the website. For example, the design principles are very important. It includes some do's and don'ts, but also the target audience, because it will change the complete messaging and the copy of the website based on this target audience and all of the other informations. So yeah, again, take a look closely at the information. You can edit it manually if you want. You can regenerate some sections of the strategy doc if you prefer. And once it's done, let's move on to the next step, which is mood board. So a mood board is about collecting a bunch of different inspiration across competitors or even designs that we like. The first option can be to browse on the internet and find some screenshot of designs you like, and then having all of that inside the Figma project. Once it's done, you want to click on share and copy the link of the project. Then you want to go back to Stage and paste this link, click on import, and Stage will basically scrap all the images and import it in the app. Great, now we have all the images added to Stage. We actually have this generate with AI function, and we have an integration with Refero, which is basically a huge library of screens, and you can type for whatever you want. Click on generate, and we have some more examples. Now the goal is to select the designs that you really like, for example those ones, and then you want to add them to a new direction. This can be, for example, direction 1. Save it, and if you go to direction hub, over here you can generate a style guide. Again, it will use your AI credits, so you don't have to pay any extra fee to Stage. Click on generate style guide. Boom, this is done. This is how it looks like. So yeah, we have some examples over here of components, and of course we can edit everything based on what we prefer. We can change the colors, we can also change the fonts if we want. Next, we want to generate the flows. What are the flows? It's basically a way to map out the user journey. And of course, everything we have done before acts as a context. Okay, boom, now we have the flows which are ready. So again, you can go through it and edit as you want. And we also have a FigJam integration. So if you click on send to FigJam, just copy the code, then go to plugins, search for Stage Exporter, and paste the code. And boom, you now have the complete flow which is added to FigJam. So if you prefer to review it like this, you can do it. Great, now that the flows are ready, it's now time to finally generate the wireframes. I recommend you to start by the lo-fi wireframes, which is basically a structure, a skeleton of your website or your application, and the hi-fi wireframe will just apply all your style guide and it will generate the complete design. So first of all, lo-fi wireframe, click on continue, then you can see all the screens, which are, by the way, inside the flows section, and you can review it, add more screens if you want, and then click on generate wireframes. Great, we now have the lo-fi wireframes which are ready for review. So just go through it, and if you want to regenerate some wireframes, you can do it. And once it's done, we want to convert it to hi-fi wireframes. Here you want to select a brand kit or a style guide that we've created before. This was our first direction, so click on use direction 1, continue. And this part will take a bit more time, usually it's between 2 to 5 minutes because it requires a lot of work for the AI. So let's wait and see the result right after. Great, now we have the different screens ready for our review. For example, this homepage over here, it has respected exactly what we have defined in the flows section. And what I really love is that all the insights that we found in the research and strategy work are actually inside the website. For example, to improve conversions, AI suggested to have the user to take a 60-second quiz. So now it's reflected in the homepage. It's actually the main call to action. And here we can see the design of the quiz. So yeah, everything makes sense, and this is what I love about this process. And now we actually have two options. We can first of all regenerate some screens if we are not happy with it. Or second option, we can export it to Code, Paper or Figma. What I usually like to do is to export the design in Figma. So I just click on export in Figma, then copy the code, go back to the Figma plugin, paste the code and click on export to canvas. And boom, the export is ready and we can now refine it further. And the usual process is that once the design is ready, I can just go to copy, link to selection, and then I just go to Claude Code, paste the Figma link and ask it to develop the website. Stage is live, the link is sitting in the description, and if you want to try it out for free, you have 40 days free trial. Go build something real with it and let me know in the comments what you think about it. Thanks for watching, and if you want to learn how to build beautiful and unique dashboards in 10 minutes, just watch this video.